Yes, people, what's good? And welcome back to Rum Reason. It's been a hot minute since we had Jay on the scene. Now, Jay, we
Well,
can't
man,
talk too much about what you've been doing,
I've been learning different
but it's
languages.
good to have you back, brother. And thank you so much for Sam, or to Sam, for holding your spot down.
Yeah, for real. Big up to the other boss of the house. Thank you for holding
Yeah,
down
no, the boss of the house, yeah.
keeping my seat warm. And indulging some nice
This guy's funny.
conversation.
This guy's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. So how you been, bro?
I've been alright, man. Been alright, not too bad. Happy to be back.
Yeah.
Pressing on
The
in
U
a
of
little
K.
time again. UFK.
Yeah.
U
U of K.
U of K.
UK, innit?
Yeah, UK.
United Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
What?
U
What?
of K. U of K. Anyways. Right.
But let's move on. Let's
yeah.
move on. You don't get it. You don't get it. So what drink we have today? We're going back to Devil's Finger, yeah?
Yeah, man. Fingers. Dead man's fingers.
Yeah, so good drink last time we had it. Really enjoyed it. You enjoyed that, Mac, didn't you?
Oh yes, I did. That went down very well.
Yeah.
Look at that coaster there.
Let me just put it on top there. Safe, man.
Right, peoples.
So guys, I've got a different one today, yeah? A different one.
Interesting.
So we're not gonna go into no deep topic about culture, colorisms, nothing like that. We're just gonna go over certain deep sayings, deep quotes, and then just see how we feel about them, and let's just have a conversation, bro.
Let it flow.
Just let
But
it
before we start
flow.
this conversation, what big ass shot is this?
That rum shop.
It's called a dead man's fingers.
That's the rum shop.
The dead man shot, more like.
Dead man shop. Right. It's in a black bottle, so you don't know that. You know that is good.
Welcome back, my brother.
Ooh, let's take this in. Let's smell
Welcome
it.
back, Jay, bro.
Welcome back.
Respect
Wait.
people.
Oh, sorry, man.
You know what I mean? Let's see.
No chaser required.
Ooh.
Look at him. Jay's out of practice, Mac.
Wow.
Yeah.
I started water there, yes?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You watching that Red Bull?
Red Bull.
Oh, you need to watch him, you know, Jay.
Everything. Yeah, I know.
You can't miss me.
What's it?
Bright red. Can't
What's
miss
your
me.
shirt say? Aeropostale.
Aeropostale. New York, 1987.
Can't miss me. I'm wearing bright red plus. Hey.
That when you born? 1987.
Yeah, you can shave off a couple of years.
8 round.
You can shave off a couple of years. I wouldn't mind.
Shape of a couple.
Mm.
Scene.
91.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Right, so the first one we're going through, yeah. Who's around you and who's down for you are two different things, bro.
Who's around you and who's down for you?
Who's down for you?
True. That is very true.
Yeah, that's a solid one. That's almost like saying,
Yeah.
you know, some people will be around for you, but when it rains, you're on your own.
Yeah, true.
They're not around, bro.
Never say when rum done, friend done.
Mm-hmm.
As the next saying too. You know, same
When you
thing.
have, when you have
Rum
money,
done, friend done.
Yeah.
when you have money, you have friends.
Mm.
When money gone, you have friends.
True.
And so there's something could happen. Something could happen, and like once it kicks off,
Yeah.
you just disappear.
Yo, what was the name of this guy, man? He passed away. Black fella. Kevin Samuel something.
Kevin Samuel.
It's Kevin Samuel. He was a image consultant. Man, that man had a woman on
Oh
his,
yeah.
on his show one time. And the woman say she husband get cancer and man practically dying, huh? And she wants to leave the man. Yo, Mr. Samuel, what
You rip her
that
up.
woman like, so the man provide everything for you. You don't have to work nothing. You get everything. You know, the man dying, stage 4 cancer on the deathbed. You want to bounce and
You
leave the
nowhere
man?
to be seen.
Nowhere to be seen. Yeah, that is what that's little saying there is. Who's for you and who's around you.
Yeah.
You know?
True. That's like with friends.
Yep.
When you're small, when you get in fight with your friends, you know you gotta have those just before the fight. You're gonna have them who like, yeah, go on.
But you
Yeah, the
look
ones
behind
that-
you,
the ones that-
everyone's
the
gone,
ones that-
bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
And by the time the first hand get thrown, everybody disappear. You're on your own.
Scatter.
You're on your own.
Scatter. That's how it does always be. That's humans generally speaking. You know, it's only the good ones that just find that when you're really going through your storms, they just pick up a phone or send you a message and say, yo, you alright? You know, I've been going through my stuff and I could count on my hands. People on this table, yourself.
Thanks, brother.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Or,
Yeah, you good.
everything alright, everything going on good. This, that. You know, mother friends back where is everything alright. This. Like, yeah, every other people, they smile and with you and they be like, hey, Johnny, what's going on, blah, blah, blah.
But they're not there,
You know,
they're
but they ain't really,
Yeah.
they ain't really want to burden themselves with sending a message to say, you still alive? And you know?
That's why you have to watch who you tell your problems to, bro. Because not everyone's listening.
No.
Is listening. They hear what you're saying, but they're not listening.
They're not listening.
They're recording to replay, but they ain't recording
Listen
to
to
take it in
understand.
and to, you know, and to actually sit down and
listen to answer.
Listen
That's
to
what they're doing.
understand is different to listening to answering.
Yeah.
That's it,
I remember growing up, like I'm gonna relate this incident for like throughout this whole recording today. Like the friends I had growing up at school, and like when I wasn't able to go to a party, they weren't allowed to go. Not allowed, but like I wasn't able to go to because of if I was busy or I couldn't afford it, this and that. They would never check for me,
No.
They wouldn't say like, "Oh, raw, when we come back, we'll bring you a little piece of cake." Nothing like that, For weeks, even at school, they just blanked me for the whole week because they don't want to talk about it. Yeah, man. So yeah, who's around you and who's down for you are two different things, bro.
How much card you picking up?
So I think it's nine dominoes in it. 9 dominoes.
How much?
Someone can't count there.
Yeah, I can't count, but I don't get to me already.
Yeah.
9 damages. Which one we put out again? Big six. So big six is always there. So if you have it.
So
Big six is not
4,
big six.
6, 8, and 9.
Sorry.
I
Exposed it already.
So the next one.
We just leave this one there for now.
And that big 5 here.
Yeah.
Right. So the next one. One of the biggest struggles in life is learning to let go. You can't get to the next stage without leaving some things behind.
Say that again.
And that's in business, that's in friendships, everything.
Say that again. Say that again. One of the biggest.
Yeah. One of the biggest struggles in life is learning to let go. You can't get to the next stage without leaving some things behind.
That's a difficult thing. That's a difficult.
That's hard, man.
It's hard because it depends on where you want to let go, where you have to let go to get to the next stage. You have people that's been there with you through thick and thin, and so for instance, relationships. If in a relationship and the other half have been with you for how many amount of years and they've been through all the nonsense, this and that, and blah blah blah. It's hard to let go of that person, but I don't want to make it sound like you're keeping them prisoner.
Necessary adjustments.
Yeah, it's hard, especially when there's a lot of history. But that's just relationships. It's have other friendships.
Even beyond relationships as well. I mean, just slightly touching the workplace as well, not to just make it on relationships. Well, if you move around, say from one workplace, say from one to the other, often. But when you do move to another workplace, you meet friends, you meet people.
Meet acquaintances. I won't say a friend.
Yeah, but you meet
people
that you get along good with, and then when you leave that, it's hard to let go because all these friends that you made, all these experiences that you have, your life experience, work experience, all that.
Yeah.
You gotta let it go.
But let me ask you a question, bro. You really believe in having your work colleagues as your friends? It's different in the army because these are the people that you entrust your life to.
Yeah, true.
But these offices you're going into, bro, I guarantee they'll say, "Oh, you're the best employee of the month."
They're telling everybody that.
Bro, you leave like this week, they'll never call you to say, "Yeah, you good. Let's go for a drink." It's very rare you will get that, in my experience.
Yeah.
I think at this moment I can say that is you can do that. It
goes both ways too, If you say that person calling you, we're taking it so to you to call them. Can't say. But if it comes to the point where you the one only calling, and they ain't really bothering to pick up the phone, then that's when you like, alright, cool, yeah.
Leave him to it, man.
Yeah,
It's the culture of the organization. You know, if the culture set up like, especially maybe say managers who sort of to themselves, that's gonna trickle down to the employees. Everybody wanna be to themselves because you aspire to be the one above you. So, if you have managers who sort of like, people friendly in essence, that can trickle down. Then it start find, people having better friendships. They have work party. When I say work party, not at work, but say you have a barbecue on a weekend. You invite people from your work, like we used to do in the army. So that can happen. But then as I say, it's rare. But when you find that,
it's rare, bro. Not in your office environment.
But sometimes there's a thin line there, I think, where you meet people, they're work colleague, but you assume they're friends.
Yeah, and you become too comfortable, and then
you start to comfortable,
and then you start telling them all your dreams and your this and your that.
But they're work colleagues.
And
listen, bro, never tell people your plans and your dreams, because the quickest person to out your fire is someone that's
bro, I ain't gonna lie,
secret hater.
I'm guilty of that. I've learned my lesson a lot of times where, because I'm excited now. I'm feeling proud of myself too.
Yeah.
I'm feeling proud of one of my family members that are doing this and that, and then I go and tell somebody because I'm a proud father. Well, I'm excited for myself.
Yeah.
Next thing, people about talking here, they're jealous, they're envy you. Or they're working some kind of juju behind your back. Go on.
And G, let me tell you something, yeah. Like when people buzz jokes at things you're doing, you say like, you know what? I want to own my own rum, in the Caribbean in 20 years. But that never happened, boy. You're an idiot. You drink too much.
They don't believe in you, innit?
That's what I'm saying. So don't tell people your business, bro.
True.
That statement, one of the biggest struggles in life is learning to let go. You can't go to the next stage without leaving people or leaving things behind. There's certain people that I left behind in St. Lucia. I had to leave them because their thinking wasn't elevated to my thinking when I came to the UK to try and push on with my life. Like I'll say to them, like, bro, like sistering.
Taking over, innit?
Well, not just Caribbean thing. It's just certain people within, let's say, your wider circle.
That's a. Yeah, that's what. No, not really. I'm talking about like when you try to do different things for yourself. So, say for example, you leave home, you go foreign.
Yeah.
See, I want to get married there. I want to build my house. But you say to them, come up with me. Yeah, I'll set myself up. Come up. Nah, I'm good there. And you go back on holiday, they're doing the same thing that they were doing when you left 10 years ago, bro.
And you're like, you have something for me? Give me something now.
Man.
We have for me by a long time now, man.
You can't take people out
It's
with
a mindset.
bro.
Like them shoes, boy. Let me get them shoes now, bye.
Yeah, it's a mindset. And your mind become a magnet, in essence. You know what you want, and then you can feel the vibes around you, that people that can feel that thing that you want, and the people that becomes a vampire to that. So once you feel that energy, you're like, nah, bro, that's not working for me. I love you, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
We have a history, cool. But that energy you bring there is not. That's it.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg said something on this podcast. He said, if we hear, and then elevate to this level, and you can't close the gap, I'm sorry, bro. I have to leave you behind. You have to try and catch up because I can't bring myself back down. It's not me being like funny and like,
no,
you know what I mean, fresh. No, you have to elevate.
No, it's a tricky one, though. It's a tricky one. Find myself in that situation where it's a mixture of maybe people who understand zodiac signs and so on. Virgo, as a Virgo, they're very much analytical and straight. Again, being in the military, you have that sort of mindset as well. So you sort of see things that way and it needs to be at a certain way. Then you come across people who like, well, they're not there.
Analytical.
They're not there. But then doesn't necessarily mean that they can't be part of what you're doing. They have their own strengths, but they're not there where you are. Do you want to drop to ensure that they come with their strengths, or you force them to go above where they can go? It's a bit of a battle for you.
But you talk about in the military environment.
The military environment in general. So that again can vary, depends on who you're looking at. So I would say from male to male, that might be suitable. From male to woman, that might be a bit a tricky business. Because we as military women.
Same thing, bro.
No, I think it's the same thing, man.
Yeah.
That'd be the same thing,
I
bro.
think it's the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, men and women have a different way of thinking, but I think
It's what the goal is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Jay?
it's what the goal
our
is.
level of thinking. When I say our level of thinking, we might be a bit maybe say more resilient or in these areas. Shit might happen around you. You still keep it cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you have that mindset. They lose it cool.
But this way I have to teach.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like when you're trying to achieve certain things, bro. Say for example, you have a little hustle going on, and every Saturday you used to go down to this spot to have bare rum, bare chicken, bare chips and that. And then all of a sudden you're like, you know what, bro? This Saturday I have to go to the office. I have to go to the office this Saturday. So you push it, but then people saying, "Wow, you change."
Yeah, of course.
You have to change. You have to evolve.
You must change. We go wear the same drawers on 7 days a week. You must change. Times change.
Anybody tell you change, you shouldn't get upset because as a human, we are evolving species. We have to change.
You have to evolve,
You have to
bro.
change.
Depends on how you change in what aspects. So if you can change for the better, you can change for the worse.
I mean, a change is a change. Still. But when you're five, the mindset you had, you don't have it now. When you were 20, the mindset you don't. And when you're 30, you know what I mean.
If you're 20, have a mindset of a 5-year-old, something wrong, bro.
You understand? So again,
Whereas there are some people identifying big 30, 40-year-old hardback man identifying as 12.
Nobody even beat him yet. No violence. Sorry.
Violence for them.
Yeah, it's coming for him.
No violence.
Oh yeah.
But change is inevitable. I think it all depends on the change, I guess. Because I wouldn't like to say that I was back in the day. I was on the block drinking rum, knocking card all day, smoking weed, and then I go and make a change. 10, 15 years down the line of fucking nonsense. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
You got to cut that out.
Gloves coming off, mate. Gloves coming off now.
Uncensored, Yeah, and come to say you find out that Jay's is a nonce boy. That is a change.
Well, I mean,
is that change?
We're talking about something different there.
It depends on the change. But
the change could be based on a person's mindset too, because for you, okay, just to explain this. So, let me say we all playing dominoes here, and we think, okay, in my mindset, we're gonna be playing dominoes for the next 10 years. This is what we're gonna be doing, and then 6 months down the road, some one of us decide, well, okay, I'm not gonna be playing dominoes anymore. I wanna be playing Russian roulette somewhere else. Yeah. Now, for the rest of us, that is a change to that person. But for that person, that was their sort of goal in essence. Does that make sense? So you only see the change from what you expected from that person. So if somebody expects you to be the same, and you move from that, then they're gonna see that change in you.
But the thing is, sometimes as people, especially as men, we kind of, when people say to us like, "Oh yeah, you've changed. You're not the same person that you were when I met you." We look at it as something negative. That's something positive, bro, because you have to grow, and that's why I'm trying to discuss it. Because if you do the same thing in the same routine every day throughout the year, that's insanity, bro. And then you're expecting a different result.
That's true. Same thing.
It never work.
Become very predictable if you keep doing them things.
I mean, even in relationship, when you started, when you just started off, the person you were back that time, you aren't now, because all the other bits that happen in between, you learn, you try to correct, you measure, you're making changes as you go along.
Yeah. The relationships from the beginning to the end.
And then when you get to an end point, when you look back, there's a lot of changes that you've made.
Different, bro. Different, because like. And by the way, I said everyone to know for clarity, this was taken off this guy Kevin Gates. So all this stays is quotes, and we're just discussing his quotes and how relevant they are to us as people in general, just human beings. But look at this here. He said another thing. He said that the reason why people hold on to memories as well is because they're the one constant in their life that never changes.
Or it could be.
So you can revisit that point.
Yeah. Or it could be a comfort.
Was it? It can be a comfort,
It,
you know what I
it
mean?
could be a comforting mechanism for people. You know, you go back to that.
Yeah.
To remembering that. You know, some people. I don't like to burn bridges, me personally. Yeah.
Nah.
Well,
Depends on the bridge.
So,
Yeah.
How I do
Now
it?
speaking of change here, Jay, you been working out.
No.
So give the ladies a muscle. Give the ladies a muscle.
See this belly here?
You show the gun. Show the guns.
Guns.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Right. So next one, yeah. Yeah, so
pregnant belly here.
Making twins.
I know I'm making something.
you be lifting burgers, yeah.
Oh yeah. 15 pints. Boy.
Burgers and pints.
Ellipse.
That should
Been
be,
lifting
that
lips.
should be the most
Oh,
burgers
dear.
and pipes.
Right, so
Who's it?
so next one we got, yeah. So you got it.
Oh, you passed already.
That's usually on you, Jay. Yeah. I pass. Yeah. So we have to realize that you're living inside of one of your answered prayers, and you're waiting for the next one at the moment. Yeah. So there's always a place to be expressing gratitude, like in. So what you're praying for, you're probably in it now, but you're there praying for something else. But you're not realizing you need to kind of like stop, slow it down, and be like, yeah, you know what? Sure, I'm happy. I'm grateful for this.
Why is that?
I don't know. You tell me, bro. Because sometimes we're there praying for the next thing.
Desire.
But we're there living in the one we prayed for
That's
2
desire.
prayers ago.
That's desire.
Yeah.
Humans are driven by desire. Constantly we're driven by desire.
Yeah, man.
So you look back when you were small, you wanted to grow up. You wanted to be, whether 19 or 20, you wanted to grow up. Then you get there, then you wanted the next thing. Then you got, so like for instance,
That's true.
you're out of a job. You want a job. Then you get a job. Then you want maybe to get promotion in the job. Then you get promotion in the job. You figure, well, maybe you can get the next one up. Or then you start looking for a job with more money. Bro, what are you doing, man? Listen, come on, man. This is my desire right now. Oh my
God, you're gonna get fingered.
You give him a drop,
bro.
You're
Listen.
going to get prostate check.
Roman Red Bull.
My man said my jaw is a bit loose. Not loose yet. My jaw is tight.
Hey.
Loosen me up. Hey, anybody seen this? Witness, yeah. Witness.
Where's it?
PC.
That camera to your right.
PC. Whoever you are, he pulled it, not me. Yeah.
PC?
Yeah.
PC, yeah.
PC.
Right.
But
Yeah.
sorry. I was saying humans are driven by desire. We always want something, and when we get that thing, then we look out for the next thing, and then we get that and the next. So we constantly,
next thing.
yeah, we're constantly into that mindset of getting something. I mean, even look at clothing. You go to wherever you get your clothing, online retail store. You go, you get maybe a shoe, a shirt, whatever you get. You see that thing on wherever it is. You're like, I like that. You go, you get that. Okay, you get it. What's next? Are you content? Okay, you're content for about 20 minutes. For how long you get that?
Yeah.
What's next?
Next thing.
Then you start looking for the next thing. If you get a shirt, then you're looking for shoes to match. Or, you look for shoes, whether it's match or whatever. You get shoes.
True.
Then you get shoes. You probably might be looking for the next shoes. Or a different style of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Then you find something, then you get a bangle, watch it. It's always constant.
But sometimes as people, we look at the next man. It's like, oh shit, this guy has this on there. Oh, let me see how much that is.
Ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding.
I can afford that. Let me get that next time.
Ideas in your head.
You know what I mean? Always, yeah.
Because we're evolving species. We're evolving species.
Evolving.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, evolving.
That's evolving, bro.
My play.
We are evolving.
You can't say we're not evolving.
No.
Listen, you came back with let's say, of course we're evolving.
Devolve.
Bigger belly. Oh, God.
Is it my turn or your turn?
You're not playing domino, my man. You're constant now, you know.
I have 4 kills. How much carry up?
Sure.
I'm supposed to have 5. You guys supposed to have 4.
No, you pass already.
Yeah, so we go to the next one, yeah? So you don't explore that one more?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, before we end on this one, yeah, gratitude, like you were saying, Max, is a big thing. It can be a small thing. Just the people around you. Like, I'm happy that you guys are here, you know what I mean?
Just giving thanks for anything, man, anything.
Oh, you give me one gratitude. Yeah. One gratitude. Just one. If you have to give gratitude for one thing,
For
What
life.
would that be?
If I give gratitude for life, I can't give gratitude. If I have life, I can't give gratitude for anything else.
So, which is big.
It's difficult to say gratitude for one thing because I'm thankful for a lot, bro.
Okay, so with life in general, yes, we have life.
Yeah.
So we can put that there. It is there. We're here. We can talk to each other. One thing I give gratitude for, apart from let's say life.
For
apart
me,
from that.
for the person I am now,
Mm.
and my ability to actually forge this new person for everything I've been through to this point, bro.
And this is just question just to pull answers, perception. What's yours, Jay? What would you say is yours?
My gratitude right now, not going off the rails. That's what I go say. Not going crazy. Having friends that'll keep me in line. Not keep me in line, you know, but keep me from going off the rails, really. I have a lot going on in my life right now, but the people around me, I have a lot of gratitude for the people around me. You know, I'd look after me and check in on me and this and that. People that, I have a lot of people around me that love me.
That's
Another thing I need to say about that, yeah, bro. You need to reach out more, man, because certain times you go quiet. And I'm like, what's he doing this and that? And I message you like, hey, I'm good. But so we here.
That's how we deal with it.
Yeah, he just goes quiet.
Most of the times when I cry, it's because it's not because I'm meaning to be quiet. It's because I'm probably busy doing something. You know, I have noticed whilst been deployed, I have been quiet on the group. Sometimes I see the group has been a bit quiet as well.
Yeah.
At times.
Cheers, bro.
You know?
I get quiet as well.
Work. We're working.
quiet.
We're working. Yeah.
Work is work. But
Yeah, just know we here. I'm here for you guys anytime, bro.
I know. But as humans, we always say this. We always say this. That we here for each other, which honestly 100% believe. You know, but it comes down to the individual to actually reach out at the end of the day. Because
once your mind is in that flow.
you could take the horse to the water, you can't make the horse drink, innit?
Sure.
You know, but it's just because the person ain't reaching out, that don't mean that the person don't know that they're a supporter. I know they're a supporter, and I appreciate to the bottom of my heart of the support that I have. You know, sometimes if I am a bit quiet, it's probably because I'm taking the time for me. Go take a walk in the park, go to the gym or something.
Yeah, but that's good, man.
That's
good, bro. That's nothing you show gratitude for, my G.
Me, gratitude.
You there, standing strong, fam.
Me.
Yeah.
Gratitude, big thing for me. But if I give gratitude for one thing, is
I can't give gratitude for one thing.
No, I said if I have to give gratitude for one thing, eyesight. I mean, because everything can change. Eyesight. Give gratitude for that. As simple as it is. It's an everyday thing. We take it, in my perspective, we take it too complacently. Yeah, we take it for granted. Now, imagine walking around with your eyes closed. You can't see the sunrise, you can't see the sunset, you can't see the colors, you can't see depth, you can't see people smile, you can't see people happy, and all these things affect you as to how you feel. All these things affect you. You no longer have that.
Yeah.
You can't tell if somebody is. You can't tell if somebody is lying to you. You can't tell if somebody is sincere to you. You just listen.
Even if you have 10 pounds or 5 pounds.
Yeah. So all is what we're seeing here. I can see you. I can see. You can tell me if I close my eyes and listen. You can tell me you feel okay. I would have to take that. I can't see.
Yeah.
And you can tell me you're not okay, but I'll have to take that because I can't see. You can give me something to drink and tell me whatever, but whether or not this is brown or white might affect how I drink it or how I like it.
That's where you trust people. Look at Stevie Wonder.
But isn't that coming from a point of someone that was born with eyesight? So what about the people that were born with eyesight? They may appreciate other things, innit? Like the hearing, the smell, stuff like that. So it's the senses, innit, to appreciate things in life.
The simple things that you put aside the external bit. You yourself, the things that you do, like as I said, when I give gratitude, I give gratitude to the fact that I have 2 legs I can stand on. I have an upright back. that takes me where I want to go without the use of wheelchair or somebody supporting me. I have 2 arms that can feed me with fingers. I can take things up and not two amputated bits. You know what I mean? I can see you. I can hear things around me. You know, all those things that I can sort of do for myself without having somebody to do that for me, or I am lacking that.
Because I mean, you could give gratitude for those things because that's you've lived it. That's a reality. But people that don't have eyesight, don't have 2 legs, can't hear, who was born that way, that's their reality. You know, so it's gratitude is based on your reality, I guess.
Well,
in that sense.
Perspective and all that.
Yeah.
Perspective, because you could see now. You're giving gratitude for your eyesight. Tomorrow you wake up, you're blind. Somebody walk some kind of OB on you.
Then you look back at your life.
Yeah.
You look back at your life and see what you had, and you wish you can get back there. And if you had £10 billion, you will give that £10 billion to get that back.
To get back your eyesight. True that.
You know, true. Is what you will give. What you will give to get that thing. The thing that you have now, and if you lose it, what will you give to get it back? And that is the value of what you have.
You know what? Some people don't even know what gratitude is because I don't know what this COVID do to people, but COVID just bring out the nonsense and the dotishness in people. These people who identify as disabled and kind of chopping off their hand and intentionally making themselves blind.
It's more of a platform now, bro. It's more of a platform for them now. It's always there.
You identify as blind, so you intentionally make yourself blind. Why? So you could go on TV and not see the interview?
How do they identify? If you make yourself blind now, how do you identify? What do you identify as?
They're blind now.
Where you identify?
Well, I won't say they identify as blind. They believe
identify.
Yeah, they believe that they're supposed to be blind, or they believe that they're supposed to be missing a hand or some kind of nonsense. You know? Humans are not.
So once they do that now, and I tell them now they are a goat, and they say no, I'm not a goat, I am a human being. I said no, you're not a human being, you're a goat. I can see you, but you can't see you. You can't identify anything.
Yeah, because you identify this.
So with all your identity syndrome that you have, all your identity syndrome, you can't identify nothing.
People dotish.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
Listen, mental health issues gone mad.
It is a mental.
Yeah, that's another little rabbit hole, isn't it?
I don't care if you could go down that rabbit hole. It's uncensored.
I want to be able to come back out.
It's uncensored.
With his dead man fingers, I'm not sure if I may. They will string up top.
But you're right, bro. Because like,
getting ridiculous now, man.
Yeah, since like all them things were always there, yeah. But since like things like TikTok explode, since COVID, a lot of people gravitated toward the devices. Towards their devices, social media and that, and all the things gain popularity, gain traction. So like all these things that we used to hear once, 1 or 2 stories about, all of a sudden it's just plastered on your wall. And the algorithm, when we're talking about that, it picks up things that you visit more and will show you more of that. So next thing you know, that's all you've seen.
So if I if I go and look for certain things on TikTok, is that
Why you have to be like that?
What do you say? What do you say?
I don't know. I just this whole approach to the question.
Yeah. Right, people. But Jay, this one. You guys happy to the next one?
Yeah.
Because this one really, it goes back to what you said, bros. Sometimes it's necessary to take space to fill up your cup. If it means ignoring people until you're ready to interact, then that's what you have to do, bro.
Yeah, because sometimes you have to take time for yourself, man.
Bro, that's healthy business.
Yeah, man.
You need to take time for yourself.
That's healthy business. Again, come back to what we just talked about, being quiet. Just need that space to fill your cup.
You need that space.
Yeah.
You take that time to reflect and all kind of.
To be fair though, it takes a certain mindset, in my opinion, it takes a certain mindset to do that, because again, you have some people who just want people around them. They just want to be the center of everything that is happening. If that's not happening, they can't function.
Validation, bro. You want people around them to validate how they feel.
If that's not happening, they can't function. And then for other people, it's like, listen, I have enough of this. Like, just back up. Give me some time. Let me.
Who enjoy solitude, who enjoy their own space, who enjoy just staying in their room by themselves and watching TV and playing Block Blast on the phone. There are people that like that. I am one of those people. I like spending time by myself.
Yeah.
Well, I like
Do you think that's why that women kind of pull together when they're going through things so they can discuss it. Whereas men, we kind of like deal with it by ourselves. And every now and again, when we struggle, we say like, yeah, this is what I'm going through.
Maybe we can do a part 2 and bring Sam into answer that, maybe.
Yeah, he's skirted over it, you know. What do you think?
Nah,
What do you
because
think?
the thing is, no, because we answering from testosterone, bro. They answering from.
I'm asking for, testosterone's point of view. What do you think?
Are you point? Okay. Right. What do I think? Well, with how women.
No.
What?
Yeah, I think do they take that time to kind of fill the cup up before going into it, or do they need people around them? From what you've seen,
They have different type of women.
The thing is, I'm not there when they're gathering and saying what they're saying. So I don't know. So I will have to bring another woman into answer that question. I don't know, bro.
They are
I can answer for men, from a man perspective. From a man perspective.
Different type of women.
All right.
That woman that'll get together and be frivolous and talk gossip and this and that. Other people that don't take part in gossip. There are women that would stay up by themselves. You know, I know someone like that. You know, they don't like the business out in the streets. Nobody does, but they don't like to get involved in big gossipy discussions about other people's business. I can't call them names. Call no names. Let the person come on and they will discuss. Okay. When we touch on this topic again.
Come on, please.
When we touch on this topic again.
Yeah, but it's good, man. It's like taking that time to just breeze out on people. I like to call it breezing out. Just do your thing, think about it, process how you feel, and when you're ready to speak to people, you're ready to speak to people. But doesn't mean like people have to get butt hurt because you're not talking to them. I have this brethren, I've known this person since I was 3 years old, and every time this person was going through something, you good, blah 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 blah. Since like I had a bit of difficulty last year till now. Once, and that's to tell me what they're doing.
Huh? So does this?
So they're talking about what's going on in their life.
Yeah. Okay.
People change over time, innit?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's why I'm just saying, like, let me just do what I have to do, and when I'm ready to talk to you, my mate.
Yeah, people change over time.
I'll talk to you.
The conversation change.
Yeah,
man.
Sometimes people like to talk about it. You start talking about something, and then they'll switch it on themselves, and this whole entire conversation about them. I've met people like that before, and you know what? Sometimes I just let them run with it.
Yeah.
You just run with that.
Narcissist.
You just go, bro.
And
I was talking about my issue, and you just switch it around on yourself, and you just
make it yours.
You just take the spotlight. So you know what?
Make it yours.
You just go. I know from now on not to bring up any of my issues again. And that's what has happened.
Yeah, but you measure people
That's why people don't talk about the issues sometimes, because they will start talking about something, and then the person I talking to that I thought that would listen, they just
take it over and make it theirs.
Yeah, exactly. Make it their story.
I'm so conscious of that when I'm speaking to people, especially like if someone says to me like I'm going through this, I would say like this is like my example of how I dealt with it. But I always try to make it focus on what the person's talking about and ask them questions. So how would this help you? How could you solve that? Are you doing everything you can for yourself? You know that time we saw on phone here and I was chatting to you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not angry like that. If someone tells me they have an issue, if I've been through that same thing, I will impart or let them know how I dealt with it. But I will leave it as that. I'm not going to carry on the story, about me and leave them, forget about them. I would always tell them.
It's not about you.
No, it's not about me.
Yeah.
Well, and that's all. And my little line, my little paragraph, I'll be like, but this is not about me, it's about you. All right, so let's go back to what you were talking about, and that's it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's your higher way of thinking, because certain people they don't think about them things like that. They only think about what they're supposed to say, or this because I did it this way, you should do it that way. Well, you're supposed to be listening to answer correctly, not listening to reply.
Yeah,
I stink.
That's the thing.
I stink.
No,
I shout, I'm blocking his nonsense.
Well, next time I go belching,
Hey, bro.
This belching, you go here, you go smell what it's like for breakfast.
Hey, are we playing? Who won? Mac won. You won, Jay.
Sometimes, again, in terms of listening, somebody come to you and they say, XYZ, whatever they want to tell you. One of the things that I learned just recently, and it took me so long to understand that still, it's not everything that you hear needs a response.
No.
It's not everything you hear requires a response.
No.
If I'm talking,
You would
to
know
you,
if you would know if a response is needed.
sometimes. So I'm talking to you. I'm okay. I'm talking to you about something that maybe affect me. I'm talking to you, but you may have experience in that. It's quite easy for you to listen to that, but then at the same time you're already locked into the listen to speak thing. You listen because you have experience, and you say, well, okay, this is what I'm going through, and then you say, right. By the time I finish up in the midst of it, you say, well, if it was me, this is what I would do. If it was me, this is what. It's easy to do that. I'm not looking for that. You know, it's tricky to understand it. I may not be looking for that. I just want to vent.
Yeah.
I just
Someone
want
to listen to me.
Yeah, I just want to say something.
Yeah, man.
I don't want you to advise me. I don't want no counseling. I don't want that.
No.
I've already been through that in my head.
I would leave that for another time. So I'll
Yeah.
listen to what you have to say, and at the end of the discussion, I'll be like, all right, so what you discuss, you were talking about just now, I
Yeah.
have some experience in it. If you want to hear my point of view, just talk. Just give me a shout. We could talk now. We could talk
You know,
another time.
Yeah.
you know who's bad at that? No, not now. I don't know now because I'm out. Just when I was in the army, bro, every single high rank above me, that was the answer. They would never listen to what you have to say.
They know.
They will say to you, "This is what I do. If I can do it this way, you can do it this way," and just move that information. And I used to be like, just not helpful. But yeah, at the kitchen knock.
That TikTok video, with the man, put it there. Put it there. When the man played again.
Pass.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. There's one. There's one. for you guys,
In the
yeah,
army, everybody know
But
everything.
Even before that, still, I mean,
Yeah, man.
For me,
Speaking of-
when the room is quiet, it is the loudest for me.
Yeah, same.
It is the loudest for me because, bro, listen, I'll be talking to myself from A to Z. With how many different personalities going on, I'll be asking myself questions, answering questions.
You're supposed to talk to yourself,
challenge
bro.
yourself. Challenge yourself.
Yeah,
you know.
man. It's a healthy thing.
But if you don't do that, sometimes you get caught up in this thing as what Jay said, that you're listening to somebody. Somebody's got, all three of us are here. It's good. We socialize with humans. That's what we do. But then you having your conversation. Your line of conversation at the current time might not be where my headspace want to be. But at the same time, to accommodate you, I'm listening to you. Yeah? And then you're saying, whatever it is. And then we all can get where your mindset is. Yeah? Whether it's empathy, excitement, whatever it is, we follow along with that. We try to bring our own perspective, maybe to help you. That takes his mindset, takes my mindset, in order to compensate for yours, right? Now, if you remove that and you're on your own, you don't have that to deal with. You're now free to take your mind wherever you want. You're not being necessarily controlled by somebody else's psyche, in a sense. So it is good to go back and reset so that you have your own, you know who you are. So when you are around people to relate to people, you know exactly where you're coming from. You're not trying to fit in into every situation, not even knowing who you are yourself.
That's very true. That's very dangerous.
And that brings me to the next point there, bro. The next say the biggest flex is being exactly who you say you are and not having to fake shit about yourself.
Say that again?
Exactly.
The biggest flex is being exactly who you are and not having to fake shit about yourself, bro. Just when you step into a room, this is me. If you don't like it, that's up to you.
Oh yeah.
Your opinion about me has nothing to do with me. That's it.
Bro.
It's your opinion.
That's confidence.
What Buddy Mark said, I don't give up.
That is confidence.
What people say about me, I don't.
Bro,
The thin line with confidence is cocky. When you're confident and people don't like it, they call you cocky.
Yeah, but
because it makes them uncomfortable, bro. Because they're not comfortable in themselves.
They call you cocky.
You could be confident, but there's a thin line between being confident and being very cocky
And arrogant.
Perception.
and arrogant.
Yeah.
Perception. So, good one.
You like that? Perception.
No. So,
Perception.
it is not perception.
You're right, though.
Everything
You're
is
right,
perception. Arrogance and confidence go together. Cocky, I think, is perception.
Yeah.
Cocky is perception. Because if I am not confident in doing something, yeah, and somebody else is confident,
You might think them arrogant.
I was, he's arrogant. You think it is? He's
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah, that's a good
because
point.
I am not feeling. But
True.
then, if I know, okay, yeah, somebody is confident,
100%.
then you become so confident that no, you're arrogant. You think you're all of it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
so if you have low self-confidence, and I put up there as a like what they call an alpha, immediately you put yourself in beta mode because you feel like, oh yeah, look at him, and that's how haters have started, you know.
And then you call me cocky.
yeah.
Then you call me cocky.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is very true. That's very true. They come like, you're not as very smart. You know, you're smartish tool in the box. But then someone comes, not very. They mightn't be overly educated, you know, but they could hold a conversation a certain way and this and that. And just it's not their fault, you know. But you might see that and you might feel that you're a bit kind of, you know, as he says, beta, you know, and then you would start to have bad thoughts towards that person for no reason, just because they could hold a conversation, or you would say that, they're using their intelligence, you know,
man.
against to do this and this and that.
Man.
You know
But it's not their fault because they're a bit more intellect than you are, you know.
But that's bleeding into jealousy as well, you know, bro.
Bro,
It is.
listen,
I know people that do that.
Man.
It hits harder when it comes from people within your circle, brother.
Yeah, I know people that do that.
Bro.
Say that people use
And that's why I say to you about them
other
jokes.
people.
You always say people like your up, your ops will always be somebody within your circle, and you never know they're your ops because like you'll be doing a flex, you'll be doing a movement and that, and they'll be in the corner watching you and hating you.
Tell me about it.
Of course.
Must have everything bad to say about you, and then when they come and see you, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, how's this going? How's that going?"
Nah, man.
And you know what? I seen that happening. You see, like growing up in St. Lucia and that, and I'm sorry to say this, right? All man will be on the block with you, and the moment you elevate and say like, "Boom, I'm starting this business about making ice,"
Yeah.
and they see you with your van, you selling ice for everyone on the island. A year later, what they do? They start selling ice too. You right there, bro?
No, I'm trying to figure out what was the name of the song.
He's come to his point. Well, yeah, you're absolutely right because that's just people. Anyway,
I was trying to remember a song now.
Oh,
A song that basically sings about the whole bad mind thing now. You know, can't remember what it's called. But anyways,
it'll come to you. It'll come to you when we are like halfway through.
But yeah, bad mind in Caribbean, or bad mind generally is a normal thing. People see you elevating, and just that bad negative thoughts. That's bad energy. People give off bad energy, you know, and that could affect you. It could.
I think this is just my thing. If you really want to know a friend, right? If you really want to know if somebody is a friend, give them the impression that you want to step up. Then you're gonna know if they really are a friend. Because it takes a certain mindset in being a friend to know that a person is willing to step up and you are happy to see them step up. Not everybody wants to see you step up and be above them. I mean, most of you guys know my background already, by growing up and the rest of it, without me bringing it all Mike and so on. What?
No, bro. I think the people would like to know a little bit.
Okay. So coming up as a teenager, my life wasn't pretty much, the usual teenager life. The people who have the luxury of and security of a home, warm shelter from the rain, security and windows and doors and all. Yeah, for 14 to 19, I didn't really have that. So, my growing up was different. What you eat today is what you eat. What you have on the back today is what you have. Wherever you sleep tonight is nobody's business. That's just my growing up from 14 to about 19. And then everything just changed. But that's a different story for another time anyway. But I remember one of my friends, unfortunately for him now, he's not alive. But I'll tell you what. We grew up as teenagers, youngsters, play cricket, play sports, teenagers come through, similar lifestyle, living on the street, rest of it. And when things start changing for me at 20, things start changing for me. Become a police officer. That's like my first.
Tell me about that journey, bro. Cause you said something that was profound, bro. When I heard you say that, I was like, rah, and that inspired me. Have you heard what happened to him? When he decided to become police officer? Tell him about walking up the mountain.
Okay, big story now. So
when he became
14 is when things change in my life. So all the securities I have being in a home, and everybody around my parents, the rest of it, all that just disappeared, and everything just turned upside down.
Wow.
Now living on the street, like literally living on the street.
You?
Yeah, literally living on the street from 14 to 19. So all these securities that you have, as a child now, the phone, everything you may have growing up. Not for me, different. Till about say 19, went to live with my brother. Went to live with my great aunt. That's what period of time, a couple months, till, bro, I can't disclose this on camera, but she made a decision and she did something that sort of sent me into a spiral and just sort of I want to say exposed. It's not exposed because I didn't do anything wrong. It's just put you to the cleaners in everything, like put you to the public almost to crucify you in a sense. And that for me, sort of, I couldn't find anything more hurtful than that, especially looking around you for people and there is nobody. Just there is nobody to go to. You have family.
No family support, nothing. Just
you have family, but who cares? Who cares about you? Nobody cares about you. And this is what makes me who I am. You know what I mean? You have family.
Come back to the question: who's around you and who's for you?
Exactly. And this is something I learned as a youngster. Who cares? Nobody cares. You spend 5 years on the street. You got family members living in the same village. Who cares? Nobody. So you allow me now to be me and be myself and understand the willpower and harness willpower. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to go for. There is nobody going to stop me from getting this. Yeah? Coming back now today, if somebody tell me that they think I'm cocky, to hell with you. I know where I came
Fire
from.
for you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
So,
that time that you was out on them should show you how people really are, and who people really are. Who won?
Yeah, with this episode now with my great aunt and son, boy, that shattered my glass, like seriously shattered my glass, gentlemen. I never felt anything like that. And I left, just walk in the mountains, brother man.
Bro.
Walk in the mountains, just me alone.
My father always used to say that to me.
Yeah, just walk in the mountains, and I get to a bit where I could see two villages. When I say two villages, but St. Vincent is a mountainous place. So I get to a bit where I can see one side over there where you can't normally see. I can see the other side where I live. So you can, a visual extent. And I didn't stop. But I stopped. My knees just get weak. Bum. Fell on my knees. Boom. Right there. The same time I just fell on my knees, like, look, water just come out me. Because again, I had nobody around me. Nobody. The world
felt
is like
alone.
Alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at that point in time is where you want people. Nobody, and just my knees weak, fell on my knees, brother man, and just water coming out my eyes. And the only thing I could look at, the only person there for me is the one above. The one above. As the only person there for me. And of course I spoke to him. Yeah. Current situation.
Bro, how old were you?
I was 19. I spoke to him. This is the current situation. People trying to make me into what I am not. People trying to sell me into what I am not. I know where I want to go. You know where I want to go. You know what's there for me. Show me the light. Lead me. That is it, brother man. Show me the light. Lead me. 6 months. 2 months later. But I used to smoke weed and the rest of it. I used to. Yeah. And even beyond that, come a little. All that. Do the whole shenanigans.
What's you think you're smoking weed to kind of like numb your pain?
Weed does numb pain?
I don't know.
Rum?
Rum. All them things they had their own effects, but I don't know. I didn't check that at the time. But 2 months later, I just cut off all the weed. Bear in mind, before I get to that, when I was 12, my parents asked me what I want to be when I grow up. I said a police officer. 12 years old. I said a police officer. My dad's a police. My uncle's a police. 12 years old. Of course, I've been 15 to 19. No schooling, no place to live, no nothing. So that's done. You know what I mean? 2 months. Stop smoking weed. Stop dealing with that. 6 months. After that incident, just started going to church. maybe about 3 months after, start going to church. And then this guy, he met me in church and he's like, hey, what are you doing with yourself? I was like, what's there to do? He's why don't you join the police force? Like, you joking me? Me? With what? I didn't go to school, bro. I have a brain. I ain't got no paper to show I went to school.
You put any paper to shoot behind people.
Yeah.
People?
Well, I have a brain, but subjects.
Yeah.
So he's like, don't worry about that. Just go sign up. They will give you exams to do based on where you do the exams. I said, went did the exam. That was it. That was it. Went through.
And you're in.
Got through the exams because, as I said, I had a brain. But the circumstances, me leaving school, wasn't necessarily mean I didn't have a brain. Okay, I had a brain. Passed. Went through. And that was it. From that moment, everything started unfolding. So when you hear me talk about grieving gratitude, I understand what I'm talking about. Everything started unfolding.
Yeah, he was at rock bottom, so.
Now, before,
yeah.
bro.
Well, if you say rock bottom, you was at a very hard time in your life. So
yeah.
You know something, yeah. You know, sorry for cutting you short, my G, yeah. But thank you for that story, man. That day. Wow, bro. That's a lot in it to come up from.
I tell you. So, yeah, with that note, you know, then no, don't police, and then they just evolve within it. Just took the opportunity and just run with it like mad. Even my peers, run away from them. Just get excited with the role, just run away from my peers. 2 years later on, they couldn't see me. I was gone. And then
that's the same thing you talk about elevating yourself, innit? Changing it, bro.
Yeah. And I started to realize myself in how I can do things.
Is it my son?
Yeah. I started realizing myself in how I can do things. I realize now that when people try to put me down, that is the fuel that I need.
You've been down, bro.
You try to put me down,
you've been down.
I'll say thank you.
I get where you're coming from, because me and this man had conversations while you've been away here, and certain things happening, certain things he said, and certain movements he's done. I'm like, now understand why he thinks that way. But certain times, back to Kevin Gates, it's better to go where you're celebrated rather than go somewhere where you're tolerated.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
True.
You get me, bro? Yeah.
True.
You alright there?
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
You thinking, you know? Take the rum away from it.
I'm thinking about it because I'm thinking of situations where I probably would have fitted into that as well, being tolerated. You know. So yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
US vibes.
I don't give a shit.
But another thing, yeah. I like watching little podcasts and things, seeing like what professionals and geneticists, people that deal with gene therapy and all that.
Yeah.
There's a guy in America where you pay money and he can tell you the exact day or month you're gonna die. You know the one I'm on about, innit?
I'm scared about that. I've heard them things.
Yeah.
I think you sent me a video about this guy. You sent me a link about him.
Can't remember.
You put it in the description below. But someone said that.
Who's playing now? The game lockout we're playing or not?
Me,
You got
No.
50
Listen,
cards.
my turn.
1, 2.
I
think I played that five.
I got 4 left. We got left.
That 5 gone long
Jay
time, man.
Hilton.
That 5 gone long time.
So Journey, because this guy was saying, imagine someone says to you, you have 40 years left. That's 40 summers, 40 winters, bro. Yeah, what you gonna do the rest of that? And
brother, you definitely ain't gonna knock your hand in it.
My finger, you see my finger is swollen?
What you doing?
what happened?
And the middle finger to it then?
That man fingers, innit?
Bro, your middle finger's swollen, brother man. What you been doing? Brother man, hey. Oh, your middle finger's swollen.
Man fingers, man.
Talk to the camera. What you been doing?
This is doctor.
Not what you think. Not what were you thinking, bro.
Let me see.
Jay, you see that there?
Come
I see
here.
it.
Jay, come here. Let me see. Come, let me see.
See the card they
Let
play.
me see the finger.
I want to see the card they play. Right, there you go.
Come, let me see that.
Yeah, why your fingers?
Are you so?
Christ.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All right.
Who's playing?
But it's a good thing. Just think about, just put it into perspective in it again.
Yeah.
I think that's a key word for this podcast. It's the perspective on things. Because
word.
bro, one
word.
round at this life thing, one round, we make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You make decisions, but we always are products of our decisions, right? I've made mistakes. I've done fucked up things.
Everybody.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
It's
man,
all about everything is perspective. Everything, because we are all individuals on this rock, and each individual have a different way of seeing things.
Yeah.
Everything is perspective.
Yeah, but
Look at this here, G. In 3 generations,
we all gone.
we'll be forgotten.
Unless you
Not
do something,
gone,
unless you do something
forgotten,
immense like Hitler, he's still talking about that man.
Oh yeah. No one's gonna forget Hitler.
Nobody gonna forget you. Unless
Are you giving me ideas?
well, unless you do something as you know.
My
Unless
man
you do
giving me
something
ideas.
like
you
it,
know.
Take over St. Vincent, yeah.
being the books of history for for a reason.
For the right reason though.
Well, Hitler wasn't there for the right reasons.
Who knows though?
Well,
But that's a topic.
well,
that's
well,
a topic.
anyway,
that's
anyway.
a topic. That's a topic. That's a topic for different.
well, now people might be like, you know what? He probably was on the right. He probably was on the right
Hey,
road.
come on.
Hey, listen.
Right,
Don't
yeah,
get cancelled
okay,
with the first
cool.
80 subscribers. Right. Okay. So the next one is this one hit me well because we covered this in season 1.
Okay.
You can't raise your children like your parents raised you, because your parents raised you for a world that no longer exists.
Yeah, man. Of course, 100%. When my parents raised me, then there are people wondering if there's a boy or a girl or a dog or a cat or a teapot or piece of the household furniture. They didn't have any of that. Well, I didn't think. They probably did, but it wasn't as public.
Yeah, prevalent is it today? Yeah.
It was probably hidden. But they did raise me differently because I used to get my backside cut. I can't really do that now unless I fly them back to Trinidad. It's different. The world has changed, and parenting skills has I had to change with it.
Evolved.
It had to evolve.
I was watching this guy on TikTok, come in.
A game shot or something.
This guy
we got 7 game.
you're in the Caribbean.
Game shot.
Yeah, you have a kid. You look after your kid.
Sorry, I got 8.
You and the mom break up. Or the mom
Me
decides.
pass all that time. Sorry.
What? Oh, play.
Now 5 card. Me pass all that time. Oh.
Bruh, listen. Hey, take away the drink from the man. What's going on?
Anyways, go on,
What?
sorry.
No. Let me see.
Right, man, I'm about like 50. I got 11.
Let's start. Okay, let's start.
You got? You went in it.
Yo,
Sorry.
the world's changing in a way that's kind of like, it's worrying because as men, we're at a disadvantage for everything. You know why, my G? Because if our girlfriends, our boyfriends, whoever it is, I'm just saying because we have same-sex marriages now and thing.
Bro, listen.
If one
you
partner
didn't tell me
says,
you have a
when one partner says, you done this, and they believe them, and she looking at me, and this man, stop giving him drink, Jay.
But the man say you have a boyfriend.
And the court believes that you had a disadvantage.
It's on Vex.
As a man.
Jealous,
But when I was
jealous.
growing up in the Caribbean, you have your kids, you look after your children, you look after your wife. You and the mom break up, you're still looking after your children. Yeah, 9 times out of 10. Yeah. But I find when you move further west with it, not even west, more east, because the UK is east, isn't it?
Yeah, east, yeah.
The bigger countries and that. The system's so messed up that you can't see your kid, you can't see your children. Yeah, or you have stipulations where you have to see your children. And like it's just like really worrying what's been going on. So when we're talking about setting our children up for failure and this and that, they have all of that to contend with if they fail in their relationships as well.
So who's setting up the children for failure?
By raising our children with the mindset our parents gave us for a world that no longer exists.
Well, you're in your wrong world. The world still exists, even in your wrong world.
Nah, because the world they raised us for has moved on.